faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and long, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taylor now returning it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Zach Cunningham.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. A big pickup of 38. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Texans 7, Packers nothing. For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
We're looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 27, Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson's throw will be taken in by Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
David Johnson.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Watson on third down. Finding fouls complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. Devontae Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Josiah DeGlora, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And a catch made by Johnson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
A gain of 15.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Making the catch is Sternberger. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
at the 28-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
11 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
Alan Lazard.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Aaron Jones.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Jones has it. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Well, dangerous return man showing it here.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Play fake here on first down. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Blanketed coverage by Houston makes it fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard
shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Clark in on the stop. A gain of a yard makes it
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
You're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Dillon.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, this receiver. Work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Clark in on the stop.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We're playing 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Second and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Rodgers, that throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find Lazard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson.
Third down.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the delay, Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's now 4th.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's not close.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st down, Green Bay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a precious...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner.
38.
Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.